Well, it keeps getting worse. Yeah, I don't. I really do think sleep is playing a factor. I've been thinking a lot about what the point of all this is, like as far as recording this goes, and um, trying to be famous, or not that that's what it was, but just to try and see if there's motivation there, or like what, some kind of secret delusion. I don't really know. Like, I do think part of this was me knowing that I don't necessarily have like the ability to reach out and communicate often when I'm struggling. And so a lot of this was that was like um, this attempt for me to have some way of sharing to some people that matter what's going on when I can't really share with anyone, just because it's me sharing with myself, and that's really how I see it. I know before it was sort of easy to pretend to talk to a crowd, or whatever, just some kind of like illusionary volume of people, or whatever, just to pretend that I wasn't talking out loud in an empty room. But yeah, I don't even know if that was an intentional thought truly in the beginning, or if it's more just been something that I've fallen into, as far as, yeah, it just most of the time when things get hard, I can't reach out to anyone. And so this does get to be some sort of proxy for communication. And I do believe that that is a more truer secondary objective of this than trying to be famous, or trying to monetize this, or trying to get anywhere with it, because I've done nothing to pursue this as something that generates anything. And there is definitely easier, more realistic ways to monetize online videos than whatever this has been for me. Yeah, so I am looking at doing another retreat. I've been sort of hesitant on it for the last year and a bit. I've looked at it a few times and almost fallen through with it. I did look at it right before I left Canada, but I had some hesitations and reservations about it, and really this sort of fear of ending things has trump that, I guess, at this point, where like it's like, well, if things are gonna end anyways, at least I can face this thing that is like, if it doesn't work out, then whatever. Like I was already at the end anyways. Um, yeah, I booked a trip to Hong Kong. I like I'm doing as much as I can to try and hang on tooth and nail. I got stopped at the grocery store for shoplifting the other day. But like I wasn't shoplifting, but like I had like a month ago bought a bunch of stuff and something didn't get rung through, and so I was shopping again at the same store because I've been there many times since this incident, and yeah, they just treated it like theft, sort of. I guess I paid for it. Like it was a weird experience. Nothing really happened, but again, it's like it's a little bit different when you're in another country, especially a country that has like surveillance and stuff like this. And ultimately, nothing happened. I just paid for the thing that I didn't. But again, the way that it's treated and the way that these things sort of go about, it's you never really know how to feel about it. But it just again put me at odds with like my surroundings. And then today I was like struggling and didn't want to get out of bed, and I wasn't going to get out of bed. I was just going to stay in bed for the next 24 hours, but I don't know. Here I am. And it just kind of dawned on me that like this this like packing up and leaving my life thing has not been something I've ever done well and ever done alone. Like I used to just sell everything or give it all away or walk away and start again. And so I have like a month to pack up, and I have this like dread sort of building about sort of facing that and being here doing it alone again, or I guess alone for the first time since someone helped me pack up in Calgary. I had friends do my house in Edmonton. I just have never. Even when I moved from the upstairs of my house to the downstairs so that my sister could move in, somebody did that for me and cleaned it. Like it just like there is always somebody there. Because I just it must be fear that I'm, because I know what's coming. Like I'm pretty sure it was fear in Calgary. I don't know whether it's like fear or shame in Edmonton of just like I don't want to face that I threw this life away or whatever. Because like there's tons of regrets and things that come with it. Like I lost thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars emptying my house out And more than likely the same thing when I left Calgary, and I am sure that I know that I will lose thousands of dollars when I pack this place up as well. But it's not really about the money, it's more about like the shame of burning another life to the ground, I guess. And I think that maybe there's something about like the window closing, because it used to be something that happened every year or two, and then with what happened in Edmonton, like I had a sustained life there in some form for quite a long period. Which is sort of interesting in that, like, the only time I've ever owned a home, the only time I've sustained this sort of life or a similar kind of life was that window in, like, the only time I've did the same job, had the same address, blah blah blah, was there, even though I didn't really like feel like that when I was there. It is, like, objectively sort of looking back, like the only time that I felt that way, but I was always gone and always coming and going, always moving, and so I never felt that way. Yeah, and so the fact that that one happened, and then I left, and then I left again, and that window is like tightening up, sort of does maybe bring some apprehension as far as like, well, it seems like this is getting less and less sustainable, which is very likely true. In a lot of different facets of my life, it does feel like the walls are closing in a bad way. And so I don't know what that means either, but yeah. Yeah, I definitely feel more and more hopeless, which I think has been the only thing that that I've been riding on for a long time. Like when I went back to school, like it was all just hope that there was something better for me. I didn't really have a plan. School, I wasn't really worried about. Like I knew that I would do well, so it was kind of like that wasn't the hard part. And I knew it wouldn't really help me, and I knew all of these things, so like it has been what I thought it would be. It was more just hope that changing things would bring something better, and it didn't. Like it did, it brought something better, but I still I wasn't able to have better. Maybe because like better isn't really better. Like that there is that as well. Like better is not less ups and downs. Better is not, like, more money is not less ups and downs. More success is not less ups and downs. All these things don't make it easier to wake up in the morning, which is, arguable for a lot of people when you don't have money. But I don't have money now, and it's hard to wake up in the morning. And I used to have a lot of money, and it was just as hard to wake up in the morning. Like, for me, the hardness of waking up in the morning, waking up is easy. Wanting to face the day has gotten harder and harder. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even really see. The interesting thing is, like, I don't, what I've lost in the last year is like the illusion that I am some kind of high achiever, high performer, high intelligence. Like I'm I came here to prove to myself that I could do something with nothing, and I have proved that I can do nothing with nothing. Like, I am not special, and I am not like some superstar. I'm not anything. I'm average or less than average at best. I'm not out here starting businesses and achieving things and doing great. I'm failing at a higher level than I was failing before I left, and I'm facing the failures of me leaving on a higher level as well, and coming to grips with the fact, like, how unsuccessful I was and how much of a failure I was. So, yeah. Yeah, I definitely, this feels like the end for me, and I don't. And I think the hard thing is, like, I could deal with the end, but, like, I have to end it. So I don't get to just sit back and accept that it's the end. Like, I have to end it. And so I don't just get to sit back in acceptance. And I think that's the hard part for me right now. Anyway, that's where I'm at today. Another failed attempt.